Here we go. He gets it.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Celtics have it. Irving. Hayward. His first effort off the mark. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Kyrie Irving for two. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Hayward to Horford. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Curry. Brown's got the rebound. Tatum. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Green. Down for Curry. Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
End scores. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Kyrie across the timeline. His team down 9. Irving. Screen coming, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Cousins up to block the shot.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Warriors come away with it. Great feed. Sets it up. Jumper's good.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
To Irving. Here's a chance from long range. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Another chance. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Good. Off a spin.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Substitution being made in this one.
Into the game for Boston, number 42.
To Irving. Warriors come up with it. Thompson buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Ball's controlled by Boston, and he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Hayward. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Thompson. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in these guys' pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
So we played one here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back to Oakland after. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Possession lies with Golden State. Has a chance, and he buries it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
First personal foul. Team foul number 1 for the Celtics.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Thompson. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And scores, plus the foul. Draymond Green with a chance at 3 coming up at the line.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Irving had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
And throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Kyrie with the rock. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound Cousins. To Thompson. With another basket there.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Irving hits the trifecta. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How was he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on his roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Tatum grabs the board. Brown into the front court. Trailing by 15. Cashes in for 2.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Durant knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
That's blocked by Durant.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Not that time.
For an offensive player at his magnitude, that's as easy as a layup if you're not crowding him defensively.
Brown with it up top. Down a bundle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Missed it at the line. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Curry to Durant. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Irving, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Knocks down the three-pointer. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
KD with the rock. 4-3. And Kevin Durant nails it from downtown.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Klay Thompson does what he does best. Hits the 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 36.
Irving into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Inside, he scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Curry? Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And he finishes at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Curry. And it's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Goes to the left side. Hayward. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Cutter, coming through.
Now a three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA line.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game. Come get it. Double.
Durant. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Kevin Durant with the rock. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Passed it off. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Number 0, Jason Tatum.
To Thompson. Stephen Curry with a look. Gets his shot up off the mark. Thompson. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Brown into the front court. His guy's down big.
Number 7,
To Curry. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
And it's written all over his body language. I mean, he looks frustrated, vexed, perplexed, whatever other word you want to throw at it with the X. But seriously, that body language, that's something he needs to work on.
Kevin Durant has it.
You got him.
Fires the three. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Thompson. Curry. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. To Durant. Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Thompson. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Hayward knocks it down from mid-range. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
Here's the whistle. Intentional foul. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Durant. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
To Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Rozier. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Good hit, good three.
The assist from number 7.
To Shaun Livingston. Rozier. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
Number 7.
Warriors have the basketball. To Durant. for three. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Durant with the basketball up top. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Brown with the three with a hand in his face.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend. Boom, baby.
Durant knocks it down.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All five can shoot it at any given time. It's Curry controlling the offense. Fires the three. It's the Celtics with the rebound. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Marcus Smart, good touch.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Durant across the timeline. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Lets it fly from long range. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one. Gets off the three. At the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Boston with the basketball. Rozier buries it. It's a three. Horford. Nice pass to set things up.
This coach must have had said some pretty intense words in the locker room to this individual because we're really seeing a different player so far in the second half.
To Durant. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
That's the record. His 14th three-pointer in the game.
We have a national weather warning, excessive heat on the court.
Here's a chance from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Livingston. Durant. He engulfed him that time.
Rebound.
To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for three. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Rozier. And he buries it.
Absolutely the right mentality coming out after halftime. That's what you do during halftime. You reset, you recalibrate, you come out and you attack like the first never happened.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Up 5 seconds. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Down low to Cousins. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's Golden State basketball. Durant. Won't go down. Short jumper stays out.
Closing out or contesting his shot is a really bad idea because now the offense knows they can extend you away from the basket, and that's away from your original position as being a help defender.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Time to shuffle things up. Irving. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. To Curry. Durant. It's Boston with the rebound. To Rozier. Cruises inside for 2.
There's something so different about this player. I can't quite just put my finger on it. Oh, I got it. He actually started to play. Good to see him actually step back on the court and be himself.
Irving brings the ball up court. And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
4-3. Not getting the bounce. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7. Because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
Irving. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Durant. Throws it up. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Curry. Over the line. Backcourt violation. Irving. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Curry. Yes. It drops. A little drama on that one.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. misses with a second to go. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win.